Hello all you beautiful people and welcome back to the channel. You're watching Average Man Reviews, the show where I give my unpopular, unsolicited, and unabridged opinions on a wide variety of subjects. Today, we have the Gameface Prime. Gameface being the company, Prime being the blaster. This thing comes in at $70. However, every 2 weeks it goes on sale for more than half off. Maybe not every 2 weeks, but a lot more often than you would think. It's on Amazon, if I hadn't mentioned that. It'll show up for sale for $30. I mean, I'm not complaining, but I do find it a little suspicious. How and why does it keep dropping? I don't know if that's a Gameface thing, if that's an Amazon thing, I have no idea. But I went ahead and bought one. I talked enough, let's get into this thing. Now, I could go over the box, but if you got a box fetish, man, I'm not judging, but I'm not supporting it either. This is the blaster itself. So we get a blaster, a barrel, a short dart adapter, a short dart magazine, a pump action handle, a string of short darts, and a random open short dart. That's it. First impressions, just picking it up. Ooh, what the hell? Right out of the package. So the handle is not particularly secure. Right off the bat, what I'm not a fan of, trying to get the drop on somebody. This is not conducive to stealth. These little pull pin things are how you would take it apart. So you can just do that. That's really cool. Aha! Okay. So it doesn't seem to matter which side you put the pins into. It doesn't really seem to care, so that's nice. Anyway, is the stock adjustable? What the? What? Okay. Has a piece of plastic that you just bend and then you slide. Does it come off? Comes off. This is a standard buffer tube. A lot of the blasters seem to be going to this. It's for better or for worse, the M4 AR-15 style aesthetic, whatever you want to call it, that seems to be getting more and more popular. Well, there is a ridiculous amount of accessories for the AR-15 platforms. You can get airsoft stocks that will fit on this. In fact, I'll probably put my airsoft stock on this because I don't know about this one. It's not too bad. Wow. I'm a little concerned about its shell. I don't know. Good God. So I'm assuming that's supposed to be a sling mount. That's splitting open. It is simultaneously sturdy and kind of garbage. Okay, so that part's removable. Cool, so that pops right back in if you happen to remove it for any reason. It has the cool metal barrel with O-rings, which is a super cool feature. O-rings to help it keep actual air pressure, so that instead of having to run electrical tape around the sides of it, it's already got that with a gasket essentially. And it's got a little bit of a spiral inside of this part. I don't know if you can see that or not, but so that's pretty cool. All right. Hopefully that means it's got good pressure to it, because it took it forever to screw on. These are normal, Picatinny style tack rails These aren't the like overly awkward size ones that Nerf uses or the miniature size ones that X-Shot uses. Also, you can see the amount of play that we have on the front here. I'm thinking I could probably just put a red dot sight right here that would kind of act as a bridge to hold that together. That might kind of help it a little bit. So this takes cross tip screwdriver. Loosen this. Okay, that was done. Hey, nuts didn't fall out though. It's always a good day when your nuts don't fall out. You can quote me on that. So now, for luck, you gotta dry fire it. Okay. Oh, what's happening here? Okay. I put it together wrong. The bolt sled is not lined up. There we go. I will say, is this a long one? Are they equal length? No, okay, this is the long one. I will give them credit. It is easy to take it apart and fix it when you screw it up, so that's nice. I like when things are idiot-proofed. It has a safety. It has a safety that doesn't move. What's going on here? It has a stiff safety. Good God. Okay. Where's the box? So it claims 130 feet per second. And it's got some omelette du fromage, some pop, some zest to it. So it may be so. Cool. So that slides in, no probs. I'm really interested to see how these darts do, because they don't feel they don't feel good. They feel so cheap. I just don't see these things coming out of the frickin' wrapper. Come on. I just lost like half of them. Load your mag gently down the stream. That's kind of annoying. Okay. So I have targets set up at 50 feet. I have one target that is just a big target, and then I have small bottles and cans and stuff to see if I can hit them. We're going to start with the big target just to get an idea of where the darts are going. Probably dump the magazine on that, reload, and then try for the smaller targets. See how it goes. Hit the target a few times, hit the fence a few times more. And I was aiming in the same spot. They just banked to the right a few times. So, we're going to reload, see what happens. Okay. So, let's fix this thing up a little bit and try that again with some better materials. See what happens. And we're back. So I've gone ahead and put iron sights on this thing, put a airsoft stock, and we have Dart Zone half lengths in here. So we're going to see if that affects it a little more. after taking this out and firing it with the darts that it came with and the Adventure Force darts, I will say that it has power and it has distance, but it does not have accuracy. When I hit the small targets, I hit them from 30 feet. At 50 feet, there was no way I could get close to them. The way that the darts leave the barrel, about 50% would bank left or right, and the other half would fly straight. And I was not like veering the blaster off drastically. I was holding it the same place. So that's something internal to do with its firing mechanism and barrel and everything else. I was curious if maybe this was actually causing an issue with its accuracy. This is removable. It takes pliers to break it. I think it's solvent welded on there, which is strange because it's threaded. It is removable. I'm not sure if it's reinstallable. I don't know what the proper verbiage to use there is. I have not been able to get it to go back on, which is why I'm now holding it without the tip. I might just be screwing it up, I don't know, but I can't get it back on. So, word of caution if you do decide to mess with that. I did go ahead and put the red dot on here to bridge these pieces together, just to keep it from twisting so much, and that seems to have helped. Also, I ordered the red one because they were on sale, same price. This one just showed up sooner. Unfortunately, all the issues and complaints I have on this one are present on the red one as well. It's that, the not locking priming mechanism, the body and handle is splitting open the same way. Performance-wise, performed exactly the same. I didn't notice anything different about it. There is one last thing I want to mention before I get into whether or not I would recommend this and why. The magazine compatibility issue. It will fit a Nerf mag. However, the pusher arm inside is too long because it's sized for half-length darts. So even though the magwell will accommodate a full-size magazine, you cannot fire full-size darts out of this. You can only shoot half-lengths, and you can only use the adapter it comes with. This adapter will not lock in place because the locking point is at a different height. So as far as compatibility with other products, you are basically limited to being able to use half-length dart magazines. I don't know about the fancy stuff. I'm not in like the competitive nerfing world. I don't know about Talons and Katana mags and all that stuff. I just know the stuff I can pick up locally, like at Walmart, which is the Dark Zone stuff. And this is kind of the root of the problem. I want to stress this right here. It's not a bad product. I think time period wise, it has been overshadowed by similar products at better price points. So essentially what I mean, to use a really poorly constructed analogy that I'm going to try to think up on the fly here, this is kind of like taking a 2004 Toyota Corolla and comparing it to a 2019 Honda Civic and saying the 2004 is not as good as the 2019 because the 2004 doesn't have a backup camera. And now all new vehicles have backup cameras. That's not, at the time period it came out, that wasn't really a thing. These guys have been out for a little while. I might be completely wrong, but I think they came out in like 2015? I've seen them online for a while, before the Nexus and all that. So when they came out and they were the only thing in this category, yeah, they're good. The price point, I think, was justifiable at that time. The Nexus has kind of disrupted the market. Dart Zone is really disrupting the market because they're making these pretty good performance blasters at very moderate price points. So now, comparative to similar blasters and similar cost zones, At 70 bucks, it's 10 or $20 more than blasters that have more accessories, more compatibility, and potentially perform a little bit better. I think they have some quality control issues, like I brought up with the shell. Some of the other issues you can debate as far as the lacking of various accessories and things. The performance, FPS wise and distance, is on par with similar blasters. The accuracy, it suffers quite a bit comparative to those blasters. So I would not say it's a bad product, but the market has moved past it, and I don't think its price point is justifiable anymore. If I had bought this full price, I would return it, given current market values. If I'd paid 70 bucks for this, and I was comparing it with the Nexus or any of those, yeah, I'd return it because it's more expensive and it does less. If I got it for 30 bucks, which is what I did, I'm satisfied with it. It's adequate. It wouldn't be my first choice, but it wouldn't be a bad choice either. It's accurate enough that you can put some rounds down range and maybe you hit somebody, maybe you don't. So you're not sniping with it, but if you're a support class or you're just trying to get people's heads down, yeah, it'll sling some darts and maybe hit somebody. So I think that's what it boils down to. If the circumstances are right for you, the availability is there, the cost is there, you can get it on sale, yeah, I wouldn't regret picking it up, but I wouldn't buy it at full price. Yeah, overall, it is what it is, and if you're in a position where it could work for you based on the things that I said, yeah, go ahead, buy it. But otherwise, I would wait on something better. All right, until next time, I will catch you all later.